This is the intro to my video. Please subscribe. Woo! Hey everyone, welcome to Resin Crafting with Chris Collected. On today's episode, we're going to make my next little game board. So as you can see here, there are letters, and in the corners there is little numbers. So an A is 1 point, a Z is 10 points, right? And then that is a little holder for those little letters. And then this is the game board. As you can see, you have a DL for double letter, you have triple letter, double word, and if you make a word and you put it in there, you get extra points. We're going to use Let's Resin epoxy resin. This is a 1-to-1 solution. Let's go ahead and pour in part A. Now this will be a two-part video because unfortunately I meant to actually double. I thought about it later. I was like, oh, I wrote down a double that. So I actually had half of what I needed. And I was like, whoopsies. So we'll end up needing more later in another video because this should have been doubled. And then I used the small cup. So I was like, oh, let me just manually do it. My hand goes zoomies there. All right, just a little bit more and that will be all done. All right, let's pop them bubbles. So first up, we're going to be adding a glitter to it. It's like a gold metallic glitter. Only got it for $4 from Bookman's. I imagine you would use this usually with a glue, and then you would put this on top of it to embellish it. So I knew this is going to be sinking glitter in resin for sure. These are these little clear plastic bits, kind of clearish or maybe a little bit reflective for sure. So when you put them in there, they'll be nice and shiny. This game board I use for outdoor activities, and so I wanted it to be bright and shiny. As you can see, it's a really dark powder. But I'm not really going to use a ton, and so it's still going to be see-through. I would have needed to use that whole thing if I didn't want it to be see-through, or use something like black or something. Started gentle at first and then went at max speed. As you can see, that glitter looks amazing. Ooh, so shiny. You know what? That was so good. Let's see it again. Now in slow. Now back to our regular scheduled program. All right, so I poured out a bunch of it into it, and I was like, all right, let me spread this around a little bit. And then I realized I wasn't even close to as much that I needed, so I was like, let me just pour the rest of it in. This is when it clicked in my brain, I meant to double this. Yeah. I was way under, and so I'd realized, I was like, oh, well, you know, at this point, what am I going to do? decided to just dump it all into the letters. The idea would be that I would have a thin coat of the clear and gold, and then later on I could do a back coating of black. Didn't exactly work out the way that I wanted, but I was like, yeah, it'll work. Still fun to play with, though, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm going to slide all of this into all the letters now. As you can see, I spilled a little bit outside there, too. And then I'm going to try to cover this base as well as I can. However, when it ended up, it has a few little blank spots. At this point, we're just moving the resin around, trying to get it to go into every little hole. But of course, I also didn't think about it at the time, but I essentially made the entire back of this one piece. So I have to like snap each one of the letters off. So I'm excited to do this one again. I think for the best, I'm going to have to do it all over again. That's all right. This is the House of Improvements. We're always here to improve. All right, as we finish up here for today, I'm just going to get the last bit of that resin out and try to get it in there. You know me, I have to get every last little bit out. I try to move it around, but ultimately I don't have it on a very flat surface, very level surface. And so it did pull a little bit more at one side than the other, but that's all right. All right, see you later. Bye. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I have a giveaway happening at 250. I'm currently about almost 240, so very close. So see you next one. Bye.